Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying out a new product that I'm super excited for. We're going to be playing around with the new Elf Putty Bronzers. I have been waiting for them to come out with Putty Bronzers since they came out with like the Putty Blushes, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be trying them next to the Fenty Cream Bronzers. If you guys haven't seen that video, or even like my best of 2020 makeup products, the Fenty Cream Bronzers are my absolute favorite cream bronzer formula that I've ever tried. So I really want to test them next to each other. So I'm going to do one side with the Elf bronzers and then one side with the Fenty one. I just got a new Fenty one. Well, I had a backup because I can't find like my one that I've been using. Like I can't find it anywhere. I've been like in the process of just like, there's just a lot of stuff going on and I've been losing everything left and right because I like literally haven't been home. So I just brought out a new one, but if you guys watch any of my videos about this, you guys know that this is like my favorite. But I use the shade Macchiato in the Fenty one. I'm going to be using the Elf shaded Tan Lines. They did send some over. They sent 3 shades. The other 2 look a little dark. I actually ordered the same shades that well, 2 of the same shades that they sent. They sent Tan Lines, Bronzed Belle, and Beach Please. This one's super dark, which is really good because I don't ever usually see bronzers this deep, so that's really nice. I'm going to be using Tan Lines, and like I said, they did send these over, so thank you, Elf. But I also purchased them myself. They're somewhere in like all my packages right now. So yeah, I already have my foundation on and everything. I don't have bronzer or anything on yet, but I just want to give you guys a little info about these first. So let me read some off of the Elf website. These launched already. They're already available. I will link them down below on like the Elf website. They might be like on other websites. I'm not sure yet, but if they are, I will link those down below for you guys. These are $6. As always, like Elf is super cheap. For reference, the Fenty one is $32. You do get 6.23 grams in the Fenty one, whereas the Elf one you get 10 grams of products. I don't even know if these are like the same kind of formula or anything. I'm just comparing it because this is like the only cream bronzer I've ever personally liked. So it just says it's a unique putty to powder bronzer that delivers highly pigmented buildable color for a natural sun-kissed glow. Lightweight, non-greasy. So yeah, so they did send over the Putty Primer Applicator Brush, which is literally one of my favorite brushes. I use the one that I have now for cream blush, and it is literally so good. I actually use this with the Fenty cream blush, and it applies it perfectly. It's also like the perfect size for the Fenty cream blush too. So I'm going to be using this with the bronzer to see if it works. Normally for cream bronzer, I do use this brush from the Makeup Shack. This is the T29. It's like, this is what it looks like. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Elf side first. Like I said, I already have my foundation and concealer on right now, but I don't have anything else on. So I'm going to go ahead and take Tan Lines, and I'm taking the Elf Putty Applicator Brush. And I'm just going to just stamp my brush in there and just go for it. Okay, so this actually looks like it's like a perfect shade for me. This actually looks pretty similar to the shade Macchiato from Fenty. Ooh, I really like this. I love this color. Do you see the sculpt of my face right now? I'm obsessed. Hold on. And that actually blended out super easily. Like I didn't even have to do anything at all. It looks so good, you guys. Oh my god. And this actually, you know, they have like their putty formula, but to be honest, this feels very creamy. And if you swatch it, like you can feel it instantly turn to like a powder formula. I don't know why they keep calling everything like putty, because I don't think this really feels like their original like putty formula. Same with the cream blushes. But it does feel very creamy, and it literally blends out so effortlessly. I honestly feel like this one blends out a bit more effortlessly than the Fenty one, which I didn't even think that was possible. The Fenty one blends out so easily, but like this, I don't know if it's because it like turns into like a powder formula, but like it seriously blends out so easily. Honestly, so impressed. Oh my god, I'm so happy, you guys. Like I said earlier, the Fenty cream bronzer is like the only cream bronzer I've ever really liked. So to have something a little bit cheaper, because the Fenty one is pretty pricey, this is incredible. I love this so much already. I love this so much. Oh my god. Okay, so I really love the e.l.f. side. Like, it is so good. I'm honestly super, super impressed. I think it looks so good on top of the foundation. It looks really natural, but still gives my face, like, you can see the sculpt, you know? I love how it looks. And seriously, like, I'm honestly super impressed with how effortlessly it blended out. I already have tried the Fenty one, obviously, but I'll apply it on this side just to kind of show you guys the difference. You know, obviously when things like this come out, you want to compare them to like higher end products. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to show you guys the difference with the Fenty one. So I'll show you. This is Macchiato. Honestly, the shade looks kind of similar. I think Macchiato is a little bit warmer. But like, this is honestly really good. And you can see it blends out super easily. They look pretty similar. This is the Fenty side. This is the e.l.f. side. I don't know. I think they're both very like creamy too. Like, the formula feels honestly really similar. They both blend out really nicely, really easily. The e.l.f. one didn't pick up like my foundation on that side either. I feel like the e.l.f. one is like a little bit less warm, which is the only thing that I wish the Fenty one was like a little bit less warm. No, you guys tell me, which side do you like more? I feel like I said, they look pretty similar on camera. I think the e.l.f. one, like just touching both of them, the e.l.f. one feels a little bit creamier. Both, they feel very similar. I would say that this is definitely a really good dupe for the Fenty one. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup really quick, but so far I am so happy with how it looks. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and then we'll see like what it looks like once everything is on. But so far, I'm super impressed. Okay, I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup. I went ahead and applied cream blush as well, since I like to use cream blush and bronzer together. I just use the Fenty cream blush. I do actually really like the Elf Putty blushes as well. I have an entire video on those. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put it up here in the little eye thingy. But here is the two sides. Honestly, I feel like I really like the Elf side more. For me, when I look for bronzers, even though it is like a bronzer type of product, I still use it to contour. So I do like to look a little bit more sculpted, even with bronzer. I feel like this side of my face looks a little bit more sculpted than the Fenty side, although I do feel like the Fenty side may look a little bit more natural to some people, and some people might like this look. I like both, but for me, since I do have a very round face, I like to look a little bit more sculpted, and I do feel like the e.l.f. one, my face looks so sculpted. Like, even when I first applied it, I was like, the sculpt? Like, that's what I saw. And I personally really like the way that that looks. I think they both are really, really good. I have said this before, but the Fenty one is my favorite cream bronzer. I think, I wouldn't say that this is my new favorite, but I will say that this is a very, very good dupe for the Fenty cream bronzer. I think the formula feels very similar. And like I said earlier, I don't know why e.l.f. keeps saying that these are like putty products, because I don't think that they feel like the original putty, like primer, those ones. Those have definitely a very putty feel, whereas these, they just feel like cream products to me. You know, I use the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer every single time I do my eyeshadow. This does feel like a putty product. Like, it is creamy, but it still has that putty consistency. Whereas these, and it's the same for the blushes too, I don't think that they feel like putty formula. So if that kind of scares you, don't be scared of that, because I don't think that it's like the same type of putty formula, but I think they're just kind of like continuing the putty line, you know? So I don't know, but I don't know, you guys tell me, what side do you like more? I think that the colors, at least for me, if you guys are like a similar skin tone as I am, the shade Tan Lines is a perfect shade for bronzer. I think it's a very similar shade to Macchiato. So if you use Macchiato in the Fenty cream bronzer, this is a really good shade comparison to it. There are 7 shades of, I think there's 7 shades of the e.l.f. one, 7 shades of the Fenty one as well. So I really do think this is a really good dupe, and $32 for the Fenty one, it is definitely very pricey, especially for a cream bronzer. Like, I do think that's a lot. I love the formula, so like, I don't mind paying that much, but like, I remember when I first bought it, I was like, ooh, that's kind of a lot, but I do think the formula is worth the price. But this is such a good dupe that like $6, it really makes you think that like, damn, like $32 is kind of a lot, when like the formula of this honestly reminds me a lot of this the Fenty one. If you guys haven't tried this brush yet, I love this brush. I'm so happy to have another one because I literally use the other one for cream blush all the time. So I love this brush so much, and I think that this actually blended out the bronzer like really, really well. Elf has just literally been killing it lately. Like, they just know what they're doing right now. I feel like Elf is like at their prime, and I'm so happy about it because I love their products so much. So anyways, I hope that you guys liked this video, and I hope that it was helpful for you. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.